This is Bo Dad, and today we're going to shoot a Pse Omen. All right, so now we have the Pse Omen, 33 inches axle to axle, 5.5 inch brace height. This is the E2 cam. I've told you before in some of my videos that the modules are super easily adjustable on these bows. They're in a letter format, A being the longest, E or I being the shortest, which I'm gonna have to adjust that really quick. So anyway, what else do we got on this? 60, 70, 80 pound limb increments. This bow right now, I'm gonna have to check for the limb poundage right now, but as far as I know, it's 70 pounds. And with the E2 cam, rated from 27 to 31 inch draw length, and it's supposed to be able to shoot 356 feet a second. Right now, it's just got a PSE QAD rest on it, PSE branded QAD rest on it. Put a Redline 5-pinner on there that was on the last PSE Fortis that I shot. And this would be my first time shooting an Omen, pulling it back or anything. So this is gonna be interesting. Let's see how she fires. All right, so I will say that I did run across some bumps this morning. I got my release out and my release was broken, which is not a good thing. And then, couldn't find my torque screw because you need torque screws to adjust the mods, but whew, we finally got her. Put it at 30.5 inches. That's what I shoot with my primes usually, that or 31 inches. I'm using a different release than I'm used to, so this will be interesting. It's got the little grabber claw at the end of it. Oh my goodness, will this even work? Oh golly. So if it comes undone when I'm trying to shoot, yikes. All right, so first shot ever with this thing. I'm gonna try and focus on draw cycle. All right, not a bad draw cycle, barely any valley on it, which I might be able to adjust with the draw stops. The peep sight is way too high, so I can't use it. I'm shooting the big bag here, hopefully. Definitely was fast. Very similar to the PSE Fortis in that it feels like it holds steady when I shoot, but like there's this kickback. I'm not gonna call it a vibration. It's not like, you know, or whatever, however you describe a vibration, but it just kind of pushes back in your hand on the fire. But that was pretty cool. I'm impressed with that already. Let's give her another fire. I might try tweaking the draw stops a little. Nope, draw stops cannot go back any further. So the let off is as far as let off as I'm gonna get. It is a speed bow, so that's expected. 5.5 inch brace height. It is pretty forgiving for a 5.5 inch brace height. I like all the adjustability of it and how easy it is to adjust. Barely took me any time. Man, it's a stinking fast bow. I wish I had a chronograph. That's gonna be one of my purchases in the future. Right now, I'm impressed with this. I'm gonna get a little distance and see if we can test the consistency a little bit. All right, so we're at about 18 yards. The grip on this thing is like a grip that you can change out. You can go to a slimmer grip. I think PSE offers something that looks very similar to like side plates. This one is very bulky in the hand. I don't think I personally enjoy it, but for those people that like a big bulky grip, it might be something that's up their alley. Again, the draw cycle, it's comfortable at full draw. Like the string angle is good, especially for me. I have a long draw length, 30.5 inches right now on this bow. String angle's good, it's very comfortable. What was I gonna say about it? Sorry, I'm out of breath, I just ran up the stairs. I don't like the valley. I like a nice valley. It doesn't seem to be creeping though, which is a lot better than a lot of the speed bows I've shot before. It does have let off, but it doesn't seem like it's that great. I'm gonna go for consistency. All right, shooting pretty good. I like that. Still, it's gonna kill the deer. I feel a little nervous with it because there's such a shallow valley. Like, makes me nervous when I'm deer hunting. If I was just doing like target, I think I'd feel all right. I was gonna shoot this against my Prime Rev X and just see how I felt. To be honest with you right now, Prime Rev X I think already wins. Sorry, I'm a spoiler alert. I don't want to give away what I'm feeling already, but that's just the truth. Oops. As far as consistency, I think it's pretty good. Yikes! These arrows came with the bow, so I'm not too concerned about ruining these arrows. They just happen to be nice and long, so I thought they'd work well. We're at about 18 yards right now. It's hard without a peep sight. All right, let's go check the consistency. Well, I'd say consistency is pretty good. We're not lacking in anything. We got some arrows touching and veins were hitting when I was shooting. That's pretty good. And I barely took 0 time to sight it in. So either I just guessed right or whatever, but I was aiming at that circle. Just for kicks and giggles, I'm gonna see how I shoot with the Prime Rev X. The Prime Rev X, I might have a little tighter grouping there. That's the red arrows, so it looks pretty good. There's your Rev X versus a Pse Omen. Now, remember folks, there's a little bit of bias mixed into every video that I make because I have my own preferences and so do you. So I just try and give the best review on these bows so that you can get an idea before you go out and try and buy one. But I do recommend buying used bows and trying them. Try as many as you want. Used bows are just as good as new. You don't have to spend the big bucks. And if you don't like them, sell it to me for a really good deal. Anyway, the Pse Omen, after shooting it with the E2 cam on it, I'd probably just give it a bow dad rating of 8.9, but mostly because I don't like the valley. It is a speed bow. Speed bows I've never preferred over my regular hunting bows. Consistency, not an issue. Speed, not an issue. If you're a speed bow guy, I would probably highly recommend it. Maybe go out and try a couple other speed bows. This is Bow Dad. I'm out.